Okay, are we live? Is anybody checking the regular stream? I think we're live. It says we're live. How's it going, everybody? Fireball coming at you with another edition of GEARHAULICS. It's our first ever holiday-themed stream for you guys, and we've got check out the crew that I got with me again here tonight. We've got Calman, aka Ghost Mule from Everyday Backpacker. We've got Jason, aka Huck from Huck Outdoors, and my buddy Jared, aka Snackbox from Outside Comfort Zone. How we feeling tonight, fellas? How we doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I'm
As
good.
I stated in the green room, my camera's not up to snuff tonight. Still trying to figure out the GoPro settings. However, we're going to truck on. The other thing, too, that I'll mention right away is that we probably lost half of the people who were interested in the stream tonight because we're missing somebody, and that is Devin from Backcountry Exposure. Promise he was definitely going to come on, but he had some important family stuff that he had to take care of. So he's only going to get about maybe like 10 more chances to be on the podcast before we even start to be ticked off. But no, he's probably always going to be welcome. But yeah, he's not going to be here tonight. He's going to be here in spirit, and I'll explain why in a hot second. But today it's all about the 2023 holiday Yankee swap. So I've asked all the co-stars to come on tonight, and we've all previously submitted our picks here for, and this is kind of going to be a mashup. It's going to be our best picks for 2023 within certain categories, as well as best, overall. What was the other thing that I had mentioned here that we were going to do?
Wild card.
Best picks for 2023, and then best ideas for backpackers, right? So we've got 4 different rounds. Hopefully we can get to all 4. Try to jam them in here as quickly as we can. It's going to be gifts under $25. Second round is going to be gifts under $50. Third round is going to be gift under $100. And then the last one, if we have time, is going to be all about wild card picks. And again, I think this is all gear that we've used, right, Snackbox? Maybe you haven't used your wild card pick. We'll omit that one. But the rest of it is gear that we have used, and then we'll also recommend for some gift ideas for 2023 for those backpackers in your lives. All right, let's do. I see Huck's got a nice holiday backdrop going on. That looks cool. Let's do the rundown and the rules real quick. And if you've never done Yankee Swap, let me explain that real quick. I think I've only ever played it like once in my life, guys. I'm not sure how much experience you guys have with it, but I'm pretty sure I butchered the rules as well here. But here's how we're going to do it. I've done a random name generator here for all the co-hosts. Everybody's going to have a chance to go first, and then the rest are kind of intermixed in between. And then the person who goes first doesn't have a choice. We're going to spin the wheel, see which kind of pick they get. And then the second person has a choice to either steal that first person's gift, or I should say pick, because these aren't actually gifts, and then or they can spin the wheel again. So if they end up stealing that first person's pick, then that person gets to spin the wheel again, and then we'll move on to the third person, so on and so forth, until we get to the end of the round, where that first person who went gets the last licks. So they get to choose whether or not they want to keep the gift that they wound up with or steal one at the end from somebody else. The reason why I say Devin's here in spirit is because he allowed us to use his picks. We're going to throw them into the mix as well. The other thing I'm going to throw in here is, as we're making these picks, just so that everybody who's watching so far, so that you know who picked them, as we're picking them, I'm going to ask whoever's pick that was to jump in and give, and I want you guys to pay attention here. I want you to give a brief 10 to 20 seconds rundown as to why you made the pick, why you think it's a good idea as a gift, and so on and so forth. And you will be timed, so make sure that you keep brief. These guys like jibber jabber like myself, so let's keep it brief here.
Excuse me. I beg your pardon.
All right, perfectly not confusing, right? Clear as mud. Sound good?
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. My plan is working out perfectly here. All right. The only other thing here is that we have a giveaway that we're going to kick off at the end of these rounds here. It is not going to be related to any of these. Actually, we have 2 giveaways. I forgot because Snackbox is going to throw in one here as well. But we have 2 giveaways that we're going to do. It's not related to the gear and the picks that we have in this Yankee swap here, although they do kind of fit into the categories a little bit, but they're not included with these picks that we have here. So don't think that like if you win one, then you win a whole round worth of prizes. I don't want to allude to that. I don't want to like give that away for people. So and then once that is going on, we're also going to kick off a quick poll to see who your favorite was. I'll just throw our names up on screen. I'll throw up like what the final picks were, and then everybody who's watching, you can kind of just vote on your favorite as to who won. All right. I know it's not super clear right now, but we're just going to dive right in. We're going to rip that Band-Aid off, and I promise it's going to be good. All right, you guys ready?
Maybe like round 3 before we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We didn't have
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, we have no idea what's
going
to go on here. Thanks to Snackbox as well. He's going to try to pull up some comments in between here because I'm kind of running the board with everything else. But let's get the first round going here. Again, names picked at random here, and this is how it's going to go. We've got Jared going first, then Calman, then myself. Devin's not here, so we're just going to skip over him, obviously, and then Huck's going last. He's groaning because he got the last pick in the first round here. Let me also share my screen here. If you got anybody who's joining us here, Jared, I'm just completely oblivious to comments right now, but feel free to throw them up on screen while I figure out the whole presenting thing.
We got a whole crew here today.
This is killing me.
Yeah. What's cool is Dave actually said that he is providing a 1-hour shopping spree to your local REI to one of the guests here. So comment generous Dave in the comments to be entered to win that really fantastic shopping spree.
Sounds good. All right. Can you guys see my screen here? I'm doing the whole window instead of just a tab here. So here are all the picks that we've entered. I'm going to end up just throwing them into this grid right here, this nifty little Google Sheet grid that we've got going on here so that you can kind of see them in real time. But let's get the first round going. Who did we say was going first? I think it was Jared, right?
Jared is
yeah,
first.
that's me.
I wasn't able to figure out a way to share out this name spinner for everybody here, so I'm just going to have to do it so my co-host can just kind of sit back and see what happens here. So let's spin the wheel and see what we got going first. This is gift ideas and best gear for 2023 under $25, and Jared ends up with, I think this is Huck's pick, the Kafka Cool Tie, MSRP of around $12 to $18. Huck, what's your rundown of this one?
Well, if you're ever out there on the trail, it's getting really hot out there. You put a little bit of water on this, it soaks up the water, and it's got little beads that just help cool your neck. So you put it around like so, put it around your neck. As you're hiking out there, it cools you down. That's awesome. My 20-second spiel.
Nailed it.
I think what I'm going to end up doing, I've got like Inception windows going on right now. Let me share my screen again. Sorry, I was trying to do the window, but that's not going to work out. So
I would like to point out how much more enthusiastic you were about the spreadsheet than any of the other pieces of this whole thing so far.
You'll see why.
I got a spreadsheet for you. You will love it.
You're going to love it.
It's all about the spreadsheets, man.
All right, so how does this work? Do I either keep that or I choose something else and pass it to somebody else, or how's that work?
Yeah, so no, that's your pick. So now we move on to Ghost Mule here, and Ghost Mule can either choose to steal that one, or he can just spin the big Price is Right wheel again if he wants to.
I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel, Pat.
Let's spin her. Got 4 picks left. Devin's is in here somewhere as well, but he's going to get his own here. So there you go. The Jericho Gear Driver brought to you by Garage Grown Gear for a retail of $4.99. What do you got on that, Ghost Mule?
Well, this little gem is a dual duty option. It is part stake driver, and it also works to take the sharp edge off of the handle of the deuce that everybody complains about. So
yeah, you did a short on that one. That one looked pretty cool. I think this is probably the cheapest one on the list here. All of the gifts here under 25, I think, are also great as stocking stuffers. I know backpackers are also concerned about overall volume, so I think all of these are going to fit nicely within a stocking as well if you want to have some good stocking stuffer ideas. Okay, round one moves over to myself, and I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to steal Huck's. When I was out on Trans Catalina, I had my buff. I used that to kind of cool down my head here, but didn't quite work as well.
Nice.
So I kind of liked what you were rocking there. So I think I'm gonna steal yours there. So if I've got that one, and yeah, that was your pick, Jared. So you would end up spinning again.
All right.
Let's remove that one from the board and let's spin her again.
Here we go. Here we go.
What do we get? The elixir straw. I'll do my my spiel on that one here because it's mine, and I know Jared's gonna kick this one to the curb if he can, but he thinks that this is like the ultimate lazy man. So I have a 20-ounce bottle just like resting here, and I throw this in there, just lean over, bite down on the bite valve, take a drink. You're talking about ultra lazy man comforts out on trail. I love this thing. I think the MSRP on that one, yeah, is about $20. I love it. And Jared, you're kind of stuck with it because we're going last to Jason over here to see what he wants to do.
I want to throw out that you could buy probably 500 crazy straws for $20, all of which would take water from your boob strap to your face.
They don't have a bite valve, and trust me, it doesn't work. Physics and gravity will have that thing shooting out of the straw.
All right.
Just use your nose.
So question, if I hit the wheel there to spin, does that mean he gets stuck with a straw?
Not necessarily, because who went for no, Jared gets last lick, so I know he's going to trash mine. He's going to throw it to the curb. So,
well,
he
spin the wheel,
pick or whatever. All right,
spin the wheel.
I choose to spin the wheel here for the last pick. It's between Devin's pick and I forget who. Oh, this is Jared's pick.
Yeah,
we're gonna get Jared's. The Ultra Gam Gators, and retailing for about $20. Jared, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, they're just started as an Etsy company. They're basically like dirty girl gaiters, but I think the material's a little more thick. They also have a similar cool range of designs and styles. I had some rubber ducky ones this year on the JMT, and I got more comments on that than anything else. They work really well, keep the rocks out. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
just wear pants.
That's what I do.
I want you to look here. We've got somebody from Arizona. J3 Hikes is out there in Arizona, and I think he might want some shorts at some point. And I know hashtag down there in Texas is gonna want some shorts as well.
Shorts are not an option with my complexion.
All right, so that rounds it out, except we're going to go back to Jared here for that first pick because he didn't have a choice yet. So you can decide here. The only thing that you don't have, let me stop sharing, is Devin's pick. Is the only one who didn't get picked. He ended up picking the Peak Refuel. I think it was like the Mountain Berry, is it Peach Cobbler or something like that? They retail for around $15. Is a great option as well. That's the only rule that I'm going to say is that whatever the last pick is on the wheel, you don't get an option for. So it's the only way that I can stunt the power that you have here as the first person. So you either get to swap with somebody else or keep it as it is.
Yeah, I mean this one's a no-brainer. I feel pretty confident that without a straw I can still get water into my face somehow, some way. Might require some MacGyver type tactics, but definitely I want those gators. Yeah.
He's taking him back.
Sorry, you're gonna get a straw for your desert hiking out there. Just think of all the energy you're gonna save. Instead of doing this, you're gonna be able to just do. It's gonna be so much more energy for you climbing those mountains.
Yes.
Shots fired.
Don't knock until you try it,
Payback's
man.
coming. Payback's
He's taking
coming.
advantage too, because I'm like doing all this other stuff off to the side. So he's getting all
like-
the shots that he can in here.
Yeah, I was on the Colorado Trail a few years ago, and this guy, there's a stop about 100 miles in where you can go to like REI to get gear if you've figured out something's not working or whatever. And this guy that was hiking with us, we were doing like 20 to 25 mile days, and he had to walk from the bus like a mile to the REI. And I've never seen somebody angrier about walking a mile. He was livid. He could not, like, he was beside himself that he'd have to walk a mile after he just hiked 25 to get there. It was hilarious. It was pretty good.
You're in the wrong hobby, man.
Right.
What we don't realize is that Dave is actually just using this to further establish our list of where he's going to put us on his YouTubers to take out list.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I'll be high on the list. I already
I'm right there.
Yeah, I already tried to take him out once with that fireball, and it was a little too fast.
You're lucky I let you back after that first live stream where I dropped out and you just roasted me straight.
Oh,
for
that
like
was
15
great.
minutes.
That was great.
What are you talking about? That was great, Huck.
That was fun.
Come on.
We had a lot of fun. We're
That was
hoping the
fun.
internet cuts out. Yeah.
We need to
Yeah,
pay
so
his
let's
new wife to
see.
just turn it off. Click.
See what we wound up with here. Hopefully, can you guys see this on screen with the spreadsheet that Jared loves
Yeah.
so much?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you can
An
see it.
amazing
All right, so we got
spreadsheet.
round one kind of out of the way here. Jared wound up with his own pick here. Kind of a sellout, bro. Whatever. Getting his own Gam Gators. We've got Calman
best list
getting
to start.
his own pick too. I think
Hey,
the only
that
one
was by
swapped is me and
accident.
Huck.
I didn't swap.
That's true. That's true. You got the luck of the draw on that one. All right, let's get on over into round two. We're cruising right away. And let's remove that. Sorry, apologies. Jared, bring up some comments if we got them. I need to end up loading.
I mean,
Who's the producer of this show?
Yeah, for some reason I don't have the I can't put comments up on the board, but we do have we've got a couple of folks, some familiar faces there in the chat, and Doc's wondering if Ultra Gam makes snow gators. I'm not really sure, Doc, but they're worth a look, and they're pretty affordable. I mean, I think they were maybe $20, something like that, and yeah, I really like those. And then Jerry here is Tangent Trails, goes by hashtag as well. He's heading out to do the Colorado Trail this summer, I believe. He did a bunch in the Wiminush last year, and so he's going to head out there and do that big 500-mile stretch, and be cool to see how that goes.
Very cool. Let's get the second round going here. What do you say? What do you say? Let's start some wheel spin. Actually, let me get the round up here again. This is the order for round two. I'm going to go first. Skipping over Devin, going Jared, Jason, and then Ghost Mule to round it out. Let me share my screen for the second wheel here. This is going to be gifts under $50 now. I go first. Whoopity-doo. And let's spin the wheel. See what I wind up with. Oh, almost got my pick. But instead, it is, I think, I think this is
That's
Java,
mine.
right?
Yep.
Java Press for $40. What do you got on that one?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's just makes a really good cup of coffee, and it is GSI products. I've been really impressed with everything I've had from them. I use their soloist and duelist cook sets, and the Java Press is nice, especially on like an overnight or a shorter trip. You can take it and it'll, I mean, make just the best cup of coffee. But it is bigger, so it's one that you probably want to take on a longer hike, but certainly an overnighter. Great to have.
Share with friends.
Yep.
Yeah, not to be confused. I don't know the name of the other one, but my wife Steph ended up getting one. I think it's just is it just the Java Drip?
Java Drip.
Ultralight version.
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of clips onto the side. So
Yeah, it's a pour
Yours
over
is more
versus a
fancy.
French press.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jared's is more of a legit setup out there.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
have
one
to,
close to like the AeroPress?
Yep.
Similar?
Yep. Very similar. Yep.
Yeah.
If you get really
French press.
fancy, yep. Yeah, it's a French press, like Calman said. Yeah, if you get really fancy, they'll have like you can get a GSI coffee mill, but that's like really
Yes.
stepping it up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice grinder.
Yeah, the Doc uses their mini espresso maker, and those are also just like such a great thing to take out into the woods. So if you want a good cup of coffee and you don't want to take all the big gear, the mini espresso maker is, I mean, probably the size of maybe a baseball. Not like baseball's not the right size, but it's just small. You get a really good cup of coffee going with like an Americano setup.
Doc's getting fancy out there, like
Yeah.
piggy finger out fancy.
That's how they do it out there in New Hampshire.
Love you, Doc.
Keep it moving. Devin is saying that he's going to skip his turn here, so we're going to go over to Jared next. Do you want to steal yours, or do you want to spin the old big wheel again?
Let's spin the wheel there.
All right. Can you hear the sound effect too? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Making it real official here. Got the Voyager belt for $29.97. I think this was Kalman's, if I'm not incorrect here.
That is correct.
Yes.
So this is something that I just got a hold of recently and tried out for these guys. Interestingly enough, Devin was the go-between on that, but that's another story. But basically, it's just a webbing belt. It's not elastic like the arcade belt, so it'll actually hold like bear spray and stuff on it. It does have Velcro adjustment, and then the coolest feature is it has this magnetic release buckle that, as I mentioned, will come in a lot of handy, especially if that chili mac meal is calling and you're having a hard time getting your hole dug quickly.
A great one. Thanks for bringing the props here. Having them handy here, fellas, definitely helps out.
Good.
To explain what we're talking about here. I agree too. I feel like I've heard about belts on a couple other channels now, and I'm just like, yeah, we should be talking about them a little bit more. It can definitely feel a little bit awkward if you don't have one that like lies flat, kind of works with you.
Yeah, their little strap there, that magnetic system is great. I've got one as well. It's a really nice belt.
I've been using it as my main belt ever since I got it, and I haven't used any other belt since.
Awesome. All right. Who do we got next here? We've got Jason. You want to steal or do you want to spin?
Let's spin this time. Let's spin
Oh,
it.
you
Spin it.
Be
careful, you don't want to get caught underneath that Bob Barker wheel.
I'm getting my own gift.
Ooh, this is a good one. Nightcore NU25 UL version. I'm assuming this is the newer one for $37.
Yes.
Is this anybody else's on here, or was this Devin's?
This was mine.
Was it?
Oh, there you go. Oh, it's right on his head right there.
Yeah.
I was paying attention. There you go. All right, give us a rundown, Huck.
Well, I switched over from the old regular Nightcore that everybody uses to this. Love it. It's bright. It's got the red light, and it's got USB-C, so I don't have to use as many different chargers now, charging cables. So it works with the same cable that charges my phone.
That's like the G-string of headlamps, man. That thing looks slick.
I would like to throw out there that I absolutely am not a fan of Manzella. So just saying. Melazon or whatever, however the hell it's called.
You're gonna catch some fire for that, man.
Oh man.
The fake news sticker that I totally didn't rip off from JK and Jeremiah there.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I do like.
I've had those. I've had one since like 2018. Love it. But to each their own. To each their own.
All right. Kalman, bring us home here. Are you stealing or are you spinning?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a spin. Why not? Let's see what else is out there.
Two more on the board. One of them definitely. Devin's is just not getting picked, but it did get picked here. So mine is left out. That is the Outdoor Vitals Altitude hoodie for $50. I'm going to jump in real quick here with my own spiel on it because I'm not sure if you guys have one. I did pick
I own
up
one.
And okay. Did you use it yet?
I've used it all this season and I absolutely love it.
Same. I know when they first came out, they weren't huge on the, I don't know if it was UPF rating or whatever, but I can definitely attest that you're not going to get burned if you wear this thing. It is right around the $50 mark and right around the 4-ounce weight penalty for a large. So that's one of the lightest shirts that you can get. Really decent price, and I love it. What do you think, Ghost Mill?
Yeah, I agree. It's really lightweight, dries really super fast, and it definitely does the protection. I can attest because I am a ginger, and the sun has had it out for me for 44 years. And the only place I got burned this entire season was on my face because I'm an idiot and I forget to put sunscreen on because I hate putting it on. And yeah, it's a great option. And compared to some of the kind of competitors out there, it's pretty fairly priced. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely want to pick up a few more, but I have some oldies and goodies. I got a couple other shirts that I just
it was
you
actually
feel like I don't know if you
second pick.
oh yeah. I don't know if you guys actually feel the same way, but like there's some stuff that where you're just like, well, it's still good. Like I still wear these other pieces of gifts. I feel like I still need to like I gotta wear it out before I just start replacing it with new stuff all the time. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like I love the shirt, but I have some others that I still have to wear.
I'm that way with my Ghost Whisperer because that thing's got like a bunch of patches on it now, and keep saying, "Oh, I'll replace it. I'll get something else," and it's like, yeah, another patch. That'll work.
Yep. Still works. All right. Well, that wasn't the last pick for the round because I was the one who ended up going first. And sorry to do this to you, Ghost Mule, but I'm gonna steal that one from you. I got like the altitude hoodie. I gotta steal that one. I know he hates me forever for that one. So I'm gonna swap that in there, and you're gonna wind up with the GSI Java Press for round 2. So here's round 2 here. Let's highlight the column. We've got Jared winding up with the Voyager belt. Not bad at all. Ghost Mule got the GSI Java Press. I ended up snagging the Outdoor Vitals Altitude hoodie. And then Jason gets his pick with the Nightcore NU UL version of the new version of the NU25. Awesome. All right. Sounds good. What do you say we roll on into round 3, fellas? How we feeling? Feeling good. We're still good on time. Good. You guys good on your picks? Anybody just like hate their picks so far after a couple of rounds? Anybody just like not in love with their pick at all?
I was expecting to steal mine again.
I'm pretty happy with my magnet belt.
You should be.
Jared doesn't even use a belt on. I think he just uses those netted shorts and that's it, right?
Oh boy.
I've heard from Patty about your gastrointestinal pyrotechnics, so you definitely need a quick release buckle.
I would like to have been a fly on the wall for the conversation you had with my wife about my fecal habits.
All right, let's pull up round 3. Let's keep it moving, fellas. The order for round 3. Huck's going to go first, skipping over Devin. We're going Ghost Mule, Snackbox, and then myself, Fireball, to round it out. So, Huck, let's give her a spin. This is going to be gifts under the $100 mark. And for each one of these categories here, I think we did pretty good. It is so you could be anywhere underneath this price point, but it's usually in between the previous round and the next round. So I think most of us ended up doing picks that are like like for this category here, it was like picks between like $50 and $100 here. But you could have done literally anything under 100. It could have been another, like $5 to $10 pick either way. But let's get it going with Huck for round 3 here. And he's going to start off with Outdoor Research something. Vigor pullover, and I'm gonna have to knock Devin on this one. Maybe he saw it for the sale price. This is one of Devin's picks, but I think it's at $110 for the normal MSRP. So he went just slightly over there on that one, but nevertheless,
that was his influencer price.
Yeah, he told me he does all his Christmas shopping via shoplifting. So.
Dang, man, how you gonna do shots fired when somebody's not even here?
Yeah.
That's how Snackbox rolls, man.
Right.
Man, just low and dirty
they
all
don't
the time.
fight. They don't fight back when you do that.
I had to look it up because I'm not sure what it was. There looks like they're going for like $66 now on sale.
What does it look like? I don't know if I pulled it up either. Is it like a midweight?
That's what it's looking like.
A mid layer.
I believe so.
Yeah.
What's the full name of the item again?
Vigor, VIGO.
Outdoor Research Vigor pullover. I'm actually going to pull it up here so we can show it.
It's a what kind of clothing item?
It's like a pullover, like a hoodie.
Pullover No,
It's
it's
a
a
full zip.
cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
Oh, yeah, it's got the grid
Dude,
pleat.
it's like,
Okay.
dude, it's like you're waiting in the wings with those jokes, man. It's
I
like you
was
have them for like
so
years.
excited
You
about that
wait.
one, and everybody was so eager to like explain it for real to me. Like I can't read it that it didn't
I
land.
expected the Rocky Mountains to be a lot more rocky. John Denver's full of shit.
So here it is, what it looks like. Yeah, it's a midweight grid fleece. Definitely looks super warm. I'm not sure about any of the other specs on that one, but that will definitely keep you warm out there when you're layering up. That's a good one.
It's got that. It's
Okay.
got that melanzana foreskin too, so it's it's high quality.
Oh my God, it's going off the rails super quick again.
You just tossing those
shit.
grenades and letting them blow.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight.
We all are.
Okay, we've got skipping over Devin. Ghost Mule, you're next. Do you wanna steal the foreskin, or do you want to spin the wheel again?
This is how bad rumors get started. I'm gonna spin.
All right, he's going for the spin. Let's give it the old spin. Don't get caught underneath that Bob Barker wheel. Looks painful. Uh-oh. I think this is Snackbox's pick here. We
Yep.
got the National Parks Pass for, I think, around $80. I'm not sure if that changes based on where you are in the country, but that's actually a good pick. What do you think there, Snackbox?
Yeah, I mean it's just good to have. $80 typically, especially where Ghost Mule lives, right? One trip to Yellowstone, one trip to Glacier, and he's gonna have checked him off gotten his money's worth. It's also nice because if you have one, it often can encourage you to like see parks you might have passed by in other situations, because it's just like, hey, I've got it, might as well go in if you're like on a road trip or something. I love them. I like collecting them each year and keeping them to remember where you went with them. It's a good one. America.
I agree. I think that's a great gift, especially if you know somebody who enjoys the national parks or who goes more frequently than like once or twice a year. That definitely pays for itself super quickly. So that is a great stocking stuffer as well.
Definitely
pays for itself real quick.
I've definitely gone to Yellowstone several times, but people are always surprised to learn that even though I live in Montana, I have not been to Glacier yet, because it is still 8 hours away from me.
Wow.
That's a pretty long trek. Yeah, I gotta highlight Huck's here. On the ticker right there.
Man,
okay,
that was gonna be a surprise for everybody. That's a January.
I was wondering why I couldn't get any trips together with you for next year, and now I know. He's like, Dave doesn't like to fish, so I'm just gonna go by myself here. All right, next one up here is going to be my boy Snackbox. You want to steal or do you want to spin?
Well, so I'm trying to look and see what's left on the chart there.
You don't want the melee foreskin?
No,
He's already
think I'm legally allowed to have one anymore.
If you didn't study ahead of time, you're screwed, Snackbox.
Yeah,
recall it.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice on this one. I normally would probably take that National Parks Pass, but
all righty.
Yeah.
Too late. Answer's locked in. Final answer. Is it gonna make it over? It did. Is this yours, Huck? The Prada Stretch Zion 2s for $95.
Right here.
What do you think?
I love Prana pants. I've had the regular Stretch Zions, now the Stretch Zion 2. They're comfortable. They breathe well. They're stretchy. They got a nice little cargo pocket on one side. And yeah, you don't get any chafing at all with these pants either. They've got some little vents in that area to help out with that.
Breezy.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's stretch pants are good for my Burthen hips and my monster hog, so we're in good shape, right?
All right. I do have the benefit, because of something that Snackbox is messing with me over, to see what is picked already. Probably should have shared this with you guys, but now I'm glad I didn't, because Jared was giving me crap about it, so I can see what has already been picked. I'm actually going to roll the dice as well as the last one in the round before we kick it back over to whomever went first. I even forget myself. And we've got outdoor research Feroci pants for $99. Who had this one?
That'd be me. And these are also a stretch pant. These are the pants I've worn for the last season, and they have stretch material, drawstring ankles, so you can kind of keep stuff out from getting up underneath your legs there for those of us who are unable to wear shorts at all in our lives. It also has cargo pockets, and I have worn both this and the Prana pants, and the material on this is a little bit lighter, but so far it's been pretty durable. So yeah, that is the Procy pant.
Awesome. Yeah, great pants are hard to come by as well. I love mine, but you're making a really good pitch for that one. We didn't normally do this, but because I know Jared didn't go first, instead it's Huck, I'm going to give him the option here to see what has been picked and give him the option here. We're going back around to him since he went first to see what he would like, or if he wants to stick with his pick of which was Devin's, with the Outdoor Research Vigor pullover.
Well, I'm going to steal the National Parks pass.
Oh, stolen.
Ghost Mule gets a foreskin.
I'll rock that foreskin like nobody else.
I don't know. Freaking Snackbox doesn't.
What have I done?
Oh man. All right, so that's what it's going to look like here. Jared's got the Piranha Stretch Zion too. Got a couple of pants picks in here. Let me showcase mine real quick while I've got myself up on screen here. This is my pick, REI Flex Light Air. Retails, I think $99.95, coming in like 5 cents under that $100 mark, but you can normally pick that up. They're running sales like all the time on that thing. At least $25 off. I've seen it as low as like $50 for that chair. So it's a great budget pick. I've heard that the Helinox might be a little bit more comfortable, but it's also almost 3 times the price if you pick it up at half off at REI. So that is my pick that didn't get picked in there. But for the rest of them, rounding it out here, Kalman's got the foreskin. I've got the Feroci pants. And then Huck's got his National Parks pass. It's good for us out in California too, because we got a lot of different options that we can run to.
We should have given Devin the item that wasn't selected.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well as like his honorary picks here. Just give him all the stuff that didn't get picked here. Best of the rest, and that'd be awesome if he won the poll too. Like everybody likes him the best.
Damn it!
You should just come up with just give him various types of beef jerky and just be like, I don't know how you did it, but he's got all the jerkies.
He's got the Peak Refuel on there, so you might be okay with that. I'm just saying. All right. Let's round it out. We're still looking pretty good here on time. Round 4. Here's the order. This is the wild card pick round. Had enough time to get this in. So sky's the limit on this one. We can basically pick whatever we want. No budgetary restrictions. So if you're Bill Gates or anybody else who's got a ton of money to throw around, this is the round here for you. We've got Ghost Mill going first, then Jason, skipping over Devin, going to myself, and then Snackbox to round it out. So let me stop my screen on this one. Let me present for the last Wheel of Fortune here. Share that screen. Let's hide all the garbage. And let's give her a spin here, Ghost Mule. Oh, and it's Snackbox's first. The most expensive option that you could probably think of here.
Shit.
Trust-made hard shell rooftop tent for 17. I put 1,700 plus because that's the lowest that I found on their site there.
I saw it for 1,200 elsewhere.
I did just recently get a car, so.
Yep. So you don't need this anymore because you can just sleep in the back.
There's that.
Why'd you pick that one, Snackbox?
Oh, it's just one of those things that I always thought would be really cool to have. It's one of those you just see them on the roof racks, and so you get just the bed. It's very simple, but the hard shell, I really like the hard shell design. I think specifically, some of the other tent, the soft sided ones, I just feel like they would eventually wear out really quickly, and then, but the hard sided ones, I just think would be choice. Yep.
Yeah, I have a couple of buddies who had one version of this. The only thing is that it's not a super space saver, I would say. I don't know if you probably just put it on its side, maybe if you got some room in your garage or whatever, but they're definitely, if you get the solid one, this hard shell top, I definitely think is gonna last you a lot longer. Definitely seems like it's a lot more sturdy on the road and everything too, with the wind whipping around it and everything. So
yeah, I would think the ideal situation
awesome
too would be like if you had sort of a ratchet system like they do for Jeep roofs, and where you just back into your garage and lift it up, so then you kind of keep it stuck to the ceiling. That'd be the move.
Yeah, that's exactly what my buddy Matt has.
Yeah,
it works great. Just a little system out there, little like pulley system. Easy to do.
Garage.
I want to clarify, by the way, that the wild card one was when we were told to dream big. So I'm not like I see some comments where people are kind of sticker shocked. And this is like, look, if I were dreaming big and I were hanging out with Daddy Warbucks, this is what I would. I mean, I'd probably ask for bigger stuff, but you get what I'm saying.
He goes, is that the price? Jerry goes, is that the price? Another Jerry goes, yikes. Yes, you're finally getting some crap for your pick there. We're back in on you. I want to say hi to Doc. I want to say hi to, I think we got Melissa in here as well. Yeah, hey, Melissa. Getting some OGs in on this one here. John Stewart, how we doing? All right, let's bring back up. I forgot who's going to go next here. It is going to be you, Huck.
Spin it.
Spin her up.
You know, you could have taken the camper and then sold it on Craigslist and bought anything else.
That's true.
A little bit of cash, right?
Oh,
Huck does like to do that, but he gets the Durston X Mid too.
That's got good resale value too.
That's true, but it's not. I don't know why. Well, I understand. This was Kalman's pick here. I understand why he went. This is the $300 version, so it's not the Dyneema version. I know why he did it, because he owns this version. So I commend Ghost Mule for putting on this version instead of just saying like we're gonna go with the $700 Dyneema version. But why do you like it, Ghost Mule?
For me, I managed to greatly increase my living space with not any kind of a weight penalty. Admittedly, I don't think it's necessarily a perfect tent, but as trekking pole tents go, it was extremely easy to set up. I have used it on several trips and really enjoyed it, and it's very durable. And again, as you mentioned, it's not the Cuban fiber
Dyneema, yeah.
Thank you, Dyneema. I couldn't think of the word. It's not that one, which is $700. It's the more affordable, and it's still poly as opposed to still nylon. So I found that true to form, it does not stretch when it gets wet, which is kind of a nice feature. But it's definitely not the lightest trekking pole tent out there. But for what you get out of it, as far as like space and storage, I went from a single door, single vestibule tent to it, and I've gone over my time. So I just really like it. It's a great tent.
I gotta hit the buzzer.
Start playing them off like in the Oscars.
Shut up.
Giving him 5 seconds on that one. No, I'm just kidding. All right, yeah, that's a great roundup of that one. I know there's another tent on here that Devin submitted, and I want to speak to that as well, because Ghost Mule hit on some points about like the materials and things like that. So I'm just gonna hold that out in case somebody gets that pick. Who's up next? Oh, it's me. So I'm gonna end up spinning as well.
You're gonna take the Durston?
That's surprising.
Not in your dreams, buddy.
Hey.
It is the Appalachian Gear Co. Alpaca sleeping bag liner for $115. I think this is Huck's. What do you got on this one?
This seems
so I've been using this a lot with colder weather with my quilt. I don't even like strap in my quilt anymore. It's perfect. It helps with a lot of the drafts, and it's really warm. Like I was out in Joshua Tree a few weeks ago, got down mid-30s. Thing just was great. It was warm, so didn't have to worry about, like I said, the straps on the quilt or nothing. So really helps with the drafts.
So what is there a stated temperature rating that they rated to add?
No, but I'd probably say adds probably good 10 to 15 easily.
I'd say the hoodies are pretty The hoodies are pretty warm, so I would imagine it's pretty similar.
Yeah, I'd probably say at least 10 to 15, 10 at the lowest, but at least 15 degrees extra.
Yeah, they also are really good about keeping smells out. So like
Yeah.
the alpaca,
Mhm.
it's the antimicrobial, whatever. It's incredible.
And it's just very comfortable too. Just
Mhm.
when I was using it the other weekend, just you go in that thing, it's just so comfortable. You aren't feeling like you're sleeping pad at all, that material. It just
Can you pull it back up there, Huck? I want to check it out on screen. Yeah. I think that's probably a common misconception about like wool is that it's super scratchy and whatnot,
Yeah.
but this stuff
no,
is
this is just
premium.
so comfy.
There you go. It also doubles as a pillow. Right on. All right. What do we got here? Who's next on screen? Last pick is going over to you, Snackbox. I know you're digging my alpaca. I know you want it, but what do you think? You want to steal or you want to spin?
I do like that Devin was like, it's only $10 more. I'll put it in the cheap one. And you're like, it is $15 more. I'm going to put this head to head with the $1,700 camper cell. Here we go. I think we're learning now a little more about why like spreadsheets really excite you.
Data wrangling.
Right. I probably should take the camper thing, but I'm gonna spin it here because I see two good choices.
Spin it. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a common theme. I think we're kind of like trying to explore more of the options here tonight. Oh, you're getting a good one here. And this is Devin's entry. Dude, last 3 rounds, my pick has not gotten picked. But you've got the tarp tent dipole, the lithium version, which is $650. I think Devin owns, he owns both actually. So I threw both up on here. That's $650. And then there's a 20D poly version for that more affordable X-Mid 2 style Ghost Mule version for the same price for $300. So again, I'm gonna jump in real quick, not to speak for Devin here, but a couple of different options for this. I'm actually surprised that this is not becoming more popular. I feel like it should be, just because of the overall design of the tent. If you haven't checked out his video on this, I'm gonna give him a plug on this. Check it out. He does a comparison of both of these tents here to break it down and give you some options here. Definitely a little bit lighter on the budget for the 20D version, but the overall design of the tent is actually pretty stellar. They have head end and foot end pullouts, hence the whole dipole version of it. Can fit a long and wide pad, and again, a little bit easier on the budget at that $300 price mark. And I think it's closer to that 2-pound weight for the $300 option, a little bit lighter for the lithium, obviously. So that's a really good pick there. It's a solid pick.
Yep.
And the one that, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was actually talking to Devin today, and because I mentioned that I was looking into that tent. The only thing I don't like so far about the Durson is it is huge, and there's plenty of places in here it won't fit. So I wanted to get something that would have similar living space but a smaller footprint, and so I think a dipole is a really good bridge in that area because it does have an incredible amount of space inside for how big it actually takes up.
Yeah, it's got the dual vestibules, dual entry as well, similar to the X-Men. It's just a really solid pick. So, I have a nephew who's been getting into backpacking more. He's actually taking a class in college, and he was looking for a new tent, and I actually gave that one to him as one of my favorite picks, just because even though I haven't used it, I'm really impressed with that tent so far. All right, so that is going to do it, but we're going to kick it back around to Ghost Mule here. Let me pull up one more time the sheet that Jared loves so much. And what do we got? And then we also throw in my pick that didn't get picked here. It's the Garmin Instinct. I'm going to say the Solar Watch. I don't have the Solar version, but I threw in the Solar version of the Garmin Instinct, a still budget friendly for a smartwatch option for you guys out there. I love mine so much. I load my maps up. I do turn-by-turn directions when I'm hitting the trail. So as long as you load it up ahead of time, you never really get lost. And the Solar option definitely extends the battery by quite a lot, I've heard. So that was my pick that didn't get picked. But Kalman here, round 4, wild card picks here. Let me center this in the screen here for you to look at. You got your pick from anything on the board, or you can keep your Trustmade hardshell rooftop tent. What do you think?
I just bought a car that I can sleep in, so I feel like that wouldn't be a great match for me, and I already have Garmin Instinct. So I am sorry, but Jared, I'm gonna have to take that dipole tent.
It's both actually. You get the dipole lithium and the 20D. So you're in great.
That's how can you go wrong with 2 tents? You know?
Yeah, and the other thing about it is you can actually set that up on your car roof too. So you're in pretty good shape there. Yep.
Well, you know, if I get those 2 tents plus the 2 tents I already own, I've got about 1/10 of the number of tents that Devin owns. So, you know,
There you go. You're on
starting
your
the
way.
collection.
Yep. Tangent Trails
Sorry,
hashtag has
Devin.
the solar version of that tent. It looks like. I'm just kidding. It's
there you go.
It's talking about the
The
watch.
solar
You
version
can
of
charge
it.
your watch on it.
Like, wow.
It acts as a hot tent. It just grabs the energy from the sun.
He was talking about the watch. When I first read it, my brain clicked over and I was like, solar?
Jared looks like
I
he's
was
gonna
about to
fall
Google it.
asleep.
Yeah,
The squirrel in Jared's head ran right up against the wall.
I tell you, yeah.
Jared's looking like he could fall asleep like at any second. By the way, this whole episode.
I'm having a good time.
Everybody's having a good time. Having a great time. All right, that's going to round it out. So thank you so much for all of the co-hosts here. We're going to kick it over into the giveaway real quick, but let me do the roundup here. So this is going to be kicking it over to everybody who's left watching on the stream right now. It's your turn to put in your comments of who you like best as well. But first, what I'm going to do is talk about the giveaway. I'll leave this info up on screen here. But first, actually, let me punch myself in here so I can show you what I'm talking about. This is the giveaway, and I recently concluded a giveaway for my reaching the 1,000 subscriber milestone. I gave away a few different options to some of the lucky winners, the people who ended up entering, but.
Did his mic just die?
Again?
I think your mic died.
His wife cut the line. He's not allowed to go any longer.
Well, everybody, this is us taking over the live stream again. And,
it's happened again.
Here we go. A couple of things to know about here. Dave has offered. He has offered to surprise one of you all with just a really nice Durston X-Mid, and all you have to do to enter is mail him a pair of your dirty socks.
Is it autographed?
Autographed dirty socks. Yep.
It comes in a Z-Packs pack, doesn't it?
It does come in a Z-Packs pack, and it you know, it's he's
with a flex tail pump.
If looks could kill, we all be.
Oh, now.
Oh, there he is.
I heard something.
Back.
Dad's back. Everybody, quiet down.
My lord, I don't know what is going on with my gear tonight. All right, let's switch it up here.
Should have gone with the Cuban fiber, man.
Now, can you hear me now?
Dan Durston heard you dissing him and cut your line.
You can. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Sorry about that, folks. So I ended up doing a poll way back when, asking you guys what you would like to win if I ever hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I didn't include it in my giveaway. So I'm going to do it here right now, and it is for, let me punch me up on screen. This guy right here is the Trekology A-Luft 2.0 pillow. If you like inflatable pillows, then this could be the one for you here. We got this nice bright tangerine orange going on here. Never really ended up using this thing. I just kind of like tried it out and I was like, all right, this is kind of confirming that inflatable pillows are just not for me. So I'm going to be giving this out to a lucky winner here tonight. The only thing that you have to do if you want to win here, before we kick it over to the poll, I know I have it in my card somewhere here. Let me find it. Here it is. All you got to do is put in a comment that says #pillow if you want to win. So I know Jerry's all about the hashtags. So I know he's got that one in his back pocket.
We also have a Doc here. So he tends to win lots of those.
He does.
I don't think he's ever won. You know who's won the most? I think is Melissa on my channel so far. She's won a couple of times here. All right, if you want to win that pillow, just put in #pillow. But what we're going to do real quick is also light up the poll here in the last few minutes. So I'm going to see if I can push that one live. Let me see if you guys can just let me know if you can see it. But I just launched it. Looking at the grid here, who's your favorite? Who do you like the most? Who ended up winning the first ever 2023 holiday version of the best picks for 2023 and best gift ideas for backpackers? And so let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger here too. Let's just zoom in on the screen. I want to see if Huck ended up putting up his vote here background as well.
Dang it, I was working on
it. So we'll launch that poll. Enter for the pillow. Cast your vote. So far, I'm seeing Ghost Mule is kind of running away. He's got 75% of the overall vote here.
You are disloyal. I can't believe people would vote for you on my birthday. That they would.
I paid Chad
No
to rig the. I paid Chad to rig the election.
I tell you, not only is it my birthday, but I also could really use the pick me up because I'm kind of broke after giving all my money over to the United Way, and so.
Well,
it would real pick me up for people to vote for me.
I had to give money to Chad because he needs bailout money because he got caught trying to cook a hot pocket over a geyser in Yellowstone and then tried to run away by riding a bison. So
that'll happen. And so a vote for Chad is a vote against me is what I'm trying to say.
All right. I almost forgot about the second giveaway that we're going to be doing here tonight. I'm going to let Jared take it away on that one because this is his to give away. So what do you got for a lucky winner tonight?
Yeah. So I got this. It's a hat, a little outside comfort zone hat, nicely colored. I've got a new one that I haven't been wearing, so you're not gonna get this one that I wore. Mostly because I still probably have.
I want the one you wore.
Yeah, I'll mail it to you with the headlights and everything. So to get this one in honor of Tangent Trails, there, enter by typing in #WinSnacks.
Oh, he's pulling a curveball here.
Yeah, for mine at least, right? Can you do it that way? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Does it all
#WinSnacks?
Yeah. Can you still do the drawing though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If not, we can just send it straight to Doc. I already have his address from the 6 other contests that he's won. Melissa wants to know if it comes filled with snacks, and no, there's no way that I'm voluntarily lowering my my snack reserves, and so unfortunately, you're on the hook for your own snacks.
Melissa, just bribe his wife, and she'll give you some.
All right, so those are the two. I don't think I could put both of them up on screen at the same time. Let me see. Nope, I can't. So enter to win. You can enter both. There's #pillow for the Trekology 2.0 pillow here. And then if you want an outside comfort zone hat, put in #WinSnacks. Also, don't forget to hit up the poll. We're going to close that in a hot second here. It doesn't matter. You can enter both. There's going to be a unique winner for each one. There's not going to be one person's not going to win both. So we're going to have 2 different winners here. And that I think we had a couple of other
poll results.
Yeah, let's do the poll results. It's weird. I keep seeing people entering, which is crazy. I don't think that many people we're going to enter here. So let's end the poll. And does it show me? There you go. Is it giving you guys a list here as well to see?
Devin just arrived, so just a heads up there.
What's going on, Devin?
He has made it. Good to see you, Devin.
He must have survived his family adventure.
Successfully. He missed out on all the trash talking that Jared was throwing a lot of shade your way there, Devin. I'm just going to say that.
No.
He lost all hopes of backpacking with him ever in the future right there.
I never said anything. That's not true.
All right, so
he weeps
the
openly.
poll. The poll has concluded. Ghost Mule, runaway favorite. I got 0% of the votes. Perfect on that one. No love for the altitude hoodie, and I'm gonna blame Huck's sleeping bag liner on that one. No, I'm just kidding. But I would like to have that as well, but I got none of the votes. Ghost Mule ran away with it on that one. So great picks there. I'm gonna say, what do you think it was for? Do you think it was for the hard shell rooftop, or do you think it was for something else there that kind of edged him out?
I didn't think
The
I
gear
got
Let us
driver.
know in the comments.
I thought I switched out for the dipole.
He did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's been
So this is
rigged.
all the whole thing is now under question and protest.
yeah. We got to do a
Jared
recount
actually-
on that one.
People
Jared
meant
might
to
have
vote for
actually
me.
won.
Yeah, that's the thing. They meant to vote for me. I'm speaking for everybody because I know them well enough. I
Rigged.
will storm your
Rigged.
home
Rigged.
on January 6th if you do not.
I'm gonna throw it in there just for
Leave it up to Dave to rig his
accuracy's
own.
sake there, but I don't know why is it pulling it twice?
No,
That's
maybe
why
that
it didn't move over.
dipole tent got him 0 votes.
Well, there were 2 tents, so we could share.
What was
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was the switch? It was something else. It wasn't
It was
my solar didn't get picked.
No, it was the rooftop tent.
the
The
rooftop,
rooftop
tent.
tent for the tarp tent.
There you go. All right. So Ghost Mule still won. I think he was going to win it either way. But all right, let me throw it up here.
It's my
once
hoarding
more.
personality.
We're gonna end up wrapping this one up here, folks. Let's pick a couple of winners here. The first one we're gonna do is going to be for the Trekology A-Luft 2.0 in Blaze Orange. Let's see if I can get that one.
Uh-oh.
He's out. It's our show.
Here we
again,
go.
everybody.
Round 3.
Here we go.
Oh, damn, he's back.
We were just about to share
Horrible.
your phone number.
You guys are
Good
absolutely
time
horrible.
call.
That's what we should do. Is every time it freezes, we should read 1 digit of his phone number to everybody.
Don't make fun of the internet impaired. Some prejudice right there.
Stick around for
All
2 live streams. You'll be able to. We'll fully dox you. It'll be fine.
Let's get it going here. What do you say? For the pillow, we've got a few entries. Who's going to win it? Can't be Melissa. She can't win again. Oh, I was out there for a second.
John Stewart, there you go.
John
Congrats, John.
Stewart.
Stuart.
He was great on
All
the
right,
Daily
John.
Show.
Right. I don't know if I have your info, John. Let me know. Just drop your email in the comments of this stream, or if you're following me on Instagram, hit me up over there so I can get your information and get this out to you. I'm going to reset this now because we're going to go over to the second one, which is going to be to win an outside comfort zone hat. So let me stop sharing, and
It clearly
let
says
me
you win
reset.
snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Says
it's supposed to
win
be
snacks.
possessive, like snacks, like Snackbox's hat. It would have been too long to do that hashtag otherwise.
Give me the
I'll
snacks.
take the snacks.
I was going to say, did I have it up there? I don't know if we have any entries for this one here, Jared.
There's a
I will-
couple.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got a few.
You stole
Okay.
this whole election from me, and now you're taking shots at my hat.
It took StreamYard a second. It said 0 entries there for a second there, but we got it going now. All right, this one's for the hat. Let's get her going. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh,
It's Doc.
you.
He pulls through and he
Streak.
wins it.
That's
Again,
terrific. Yep.
Doc, hit me up. Either throw your email in the comments, or if you're following me on Instagram, just hit me up over there. I think you are, so I'm familiar with you. So I can get your info on where to send it. And then I heard from Snackbox that he's going to ship it overnight, and it's going to get to you first thing tomorrow morning. So he's serious about his giveaways.
It was over Fortnite. I think you might have missed that middle part.
Ooh.
Just a little exclusion there, but We got it. All
Great.
right.
I'm
All right. I
glad.
think that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thank you for everybody for joining. We like to keep it interesting
Thank you.
here. Like to mix it up a little bit. Let me show some social love to everybody here. For Jared, he's over here on YouTube at Outside Comfort Zone, and on Instagram and the TikToks at Backcountry Champion. He's been doing a lot of comedic style stuff lately, so make sure you check him out. Really funny stuff. We've got Jason Huck over at Huck Outdoors on YouTube here, and then on Instagram at Huck Outdoors, and I believe the same over on Facebook as well, right? You're still hitting up Facebook. Very cool. And then Ghost Meal here, and he is at YouTube on Everyday Backpacker. And then I thought I put on your Instagram handle, my bad, but it's everyday_backpacker over on Instagram. And you're watching this one on my channel, but on Instagram I am at Dave_off_grid. Thank you so much for watching and for joining for my co-host here. I think that's going to do it for this one. And yeah, stay safe out there. Happy holidays, happy new year. I'm not doing anything else for the channel, I don't think, as far as live streams or anything else. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Yeah.